sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at Utah. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Mavericks, 6 games out.
And you know, for the Jazz, they've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
A surprise to most outside observers, but internally, they had confidence coming into this season. Now we know why.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. The Utah Jazz made a big move last year with the trade for Mike Conley. Conley said the players they had in place, two-way guys who play unselfishly, is something I've built my game around. We have guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to win. Kevin, back to you.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And, Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And the Mavericks with possession on the wing, Doncic. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Mitchell wide open. The offensive rebound. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Doncic against Bogdanovich. With the floater, Doncic with the bucket.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Conley. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Can't get it to fall.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Cauley Stein. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Swallowing up those caroms, you can see the impact of Cauley Stein's great leaping ability.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Mitchell with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
I mean, a tough matchup. Donovan Mitchell is too explosive, too strong, and he's only going to get better.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And Mitchell drops them both.
High-character kid, well-spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
5 to shoot. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Good on both. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Conley. Over Hardaway. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Doncic outside. 4 on the clock. It's Hardaway with the drive. Marjanovic down low. Gobert on him. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Mavericks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Free throw drops from Marjanovic. He hits both from the stripe. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Gobert against Doncic. The shot, no good. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Now here's Conley. Floats one. Nice D from Porzingis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got 6 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
By the way, that's a two-pointer. It's good from the top of the key. And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 4. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
It's so good to see Mike Conley out there. After all the injuries, I just love how the offense runs with him at the helm.
And Conley drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Doncic against Bogdanovic. Here's Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jazz trail by 4. Conley the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Mavericks with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Moment to see the stats for Conley. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Now here's Gobert. 29 points for him last game against Dallas.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Mitchell, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Mitchell. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Shaquille Harris comes in for Michael Conley. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Passes it to Terry. To the middle. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Over Bogdanovich. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Terry.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clarkson kicks to Bogdanovich. Clarkson surveying the floor. And no good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Harrison passes to Mitchell. And the rejection by Marjanovic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one drops for him. Mavericks leading by 6. And it's Terry off the drive. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Terry dishes to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. The finish. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
It all started with the steal by Donovan Mitchell. You want to draft guys who can make things happen on both ends of the court.
And Doncic, here we go. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Harrison kicks to Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Porzingis with the block.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Doncic. A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for Gobert. And it's George Niang in for Bogdanovich. The Mavericks also with a sub. James Johnson's checked in for Marjanovic. All free throws good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And the Jazz call time here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. The Jazz, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Here's Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Dallas. Porzingis against Clarkson. Here's Mitchell over Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Mitchell drops them both. And here is Doncic. 12 points for him.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Doncic against Mitchell. Here's the floater. And Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 14 points.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
There's the triple. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point lead. Doncic outside. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Favors. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
And he makes the first.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
That one misses. Mavericks leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Burke. Goes back up. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harrison passes to Favors. Back to Harrison. The pass to Mitchell. Here's Harrison. Terry covering. The shot by Harrison, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Terry outside. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. From the wing. Porzingis can't hit.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Mitchell from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Mitchell against Doncic. buries the jump shot. Doncic has got 18 points.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Johnson is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Terry in at the point guard. That three off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Back to Terry. Dishes it to Burke. Here's Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Jazz trail by 11. Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Favors. Out of hand on it. Now Burke. He's got 5. No one near him. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots. Jazz have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Conley with it. Left side Favors. Tipped away. Passes to Niang. The dish to Conley. The shot. No good. Johnson with some nice D. Again. Here's Cauley Stein, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein hits them both.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The pass to Johnson. Here's Cauley-Stein. He's got 5. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. From deep. Derek Favors with the rebound. Jazz trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Niang. Odd pass to Conley. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Johnson. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a chance to check out the stats for Brunson. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And that one falls for Johnson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for George Niang. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Harrison. Clock at 6. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Jazz trail by 17. Here's Harrison. Can't connect from short range.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And that one's good.
Timeout.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And the Jazz call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Now here's Conley. O'Neal kicks to Harrison. He dishes it to Conley. Will it go? The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Burke. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For Dallas, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
One shot.
And that one falls for Burke. Here's Conley. Now, here is O'Neal. kicks it to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Dallas.
Brunson against Conley. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. It's not going to go for him. And it's Utah the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Conley against Brunson. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Up again. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Burke kicks to Brunson. Hardaway for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Harrison. Burke covering. The shot by Harrison, no good. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-4 run. And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Marjanovic finds Cauley Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, Brunson no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now Brunson following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Marjanovic passes to Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. Brunson's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Now Conley. Pass to Harrison. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
There's the pass to Brunson. Back to Burke. Down low, here's Marjanovic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Harrison. Mavericks with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Cauley Stein. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
Here's Conley. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Now here's Brunson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about that from Conley? The little guy taking it inside and forcing the issue.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Conley. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Harrison. And the Mavericks making a change here. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Marjanovic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Count the basket. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Inside, Mitchell. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. He's got 18.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Marjanovic passes to Hardaway. Now Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Marjanovic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. The Mavericks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. First one falls for him. A different look for Utah. Favors comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's George Niang in for Mike Conley. And so he hits both. And the Jazz with possession here. Mitchell kicks to Niang. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell against Hardaway. 20 feet out. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
Donovan Mitchell can absolutely score, and he's comfortable handling the basketball. They trust him initiating the offense. This guy's a big-time talent.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Niang passes to Favors. 1:32 left here in the second. Here's Clarkson. Porzingis with the block.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Bogdanovic passes to Favors. Mitchell in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. And Utah another 3.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz dancers.
making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Third is Luka Doncic.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
There are so many point guards in this league today who can put points on the board. Just look at those numbers.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Mitchell outside. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Bogdanovich against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Clarkson. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3. Mavericks leading by 21. Doncic with it. He's got 22. One second left, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Mavericks on top, running away with this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. James, you came out and you were really productive. In fact, the whole bench was productive.
Yeah, of course. You know, that's what the second unit's for. We go hard in practice. We know we can play with the best of them, and we just want to give our first guys the first group a lift.
You certainly did, James. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's really stood out for them to this point. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And when Luka is feeling it, you're in for a long night. Such a clever player on the offensive end. He's been toying with defenders and finding ways to score.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, not at all what they envisioned coming to the game. And defending the paint has been the main problem, Ernie. You got to commit a few more bodies down low. They got to protect the inside, protect the inside, protect the inside. But even if they do, still might be a little too late for them, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Utah's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Doncic. Bogdanovich, no luck. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Mitchell is double. And here is Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got 9.
This is what you get from a vet looking to recapture the momentum for his team with the answer 3.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Mike Conley with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Utah, another 3.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor and making plays, the 3 is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
Stolen by O'Neal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Bogdanovich against Doncic. Mavericks leading by 20. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Gobert, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Doncic with it.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Now, here's Bogdanovich after Luka Doncic's miss. 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich wide open. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 20.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high and the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Utah calls timeout. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Harrison's checked in for Utah. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burks is checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. Burke covering. The Jazz again can't hit it. Dallas leading by 23. Doncic looking it over. With the second effort. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis kicks to Burke. 4 on the shot clock. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Burke's got 14 points.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Mitchell outside. Shoots over Burke. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
High post, Cauley Stein. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now, here's Mitchell. 30 points in the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 27. It's deflected. Here's Harrison, and stolen by Burke. And here's the fast break. Here's Brunson, finished off the break. Brunson's got 5 now.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Mitchell. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Doncic against Bogdanovic. Shoots over Doncic. Bogdanovic, no luck.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
To the middle, here's O'Neal. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Doncic against Bogdanovic. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. High arcing shot.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
For the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's George Niang in for O'Neal. The Mavericks also with a sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Mitchell, no good on that one. Mavericks leading by 22. Here's Burke. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Burke's got 16 points.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Harrison kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Doncic against Mitchell. And that one's good. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Mitchell passes to Favors. Here's Harrison. Terry covering. Passes it to Harrison. Over Terry. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good. Terry. Here's Harrison. He kicks it to Mitchell. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Here's Marjanovic. Good on the 7-footer. Marjanovic has got 8.
Assisted by Terry.
Utah's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. To the paint. And favors kicks to Harrison. He sinks the 11-footer. He has 5. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Burke looking over the floor. It's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell at the jam.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Doncic passes to Terry. And that one, good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Harrison. 5 points in the game. Favors passes to Mitchell, and the basket is good. Mitchell's got 40 points.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. 1:46 left in the 3rd. The Mavericks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
The shot by Harrison, no good.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Burke with the bounce pass. Johnson right side. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the 3rd. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Conley. Beyond the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Terry. He's got 8. Offensive rebound. Oh! That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Johnson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Knocked away. Hardaway with the steal. To the inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. Tips it up, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. 10 points for him.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Green, and it's Bay in at the 4 slot. And here is Ingles. They swipe it. Here's Green. Buries it down low. Green's got his first basket of the night.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
Conley, the pass to Favors. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Hughes. Dishes to Conley. And Favors kicks to Conley. And it's good for 2.
You know what? Mike Conley is so crafty. Finding a way to take the bump and weave through the defense.
Outside, Green. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Bay. Covered by Conley. Bay passes to a 1-2. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Favors. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Hughes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that. You know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Both good from the line that time. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's a 1-2. Dallas again missing. Utah's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Favors passes to Hughes. The dish to Conley. And there's the pass to Hughes. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Have to be careful when Favors shows you his shooting form. He is very effective at drawing contact with his pump fake.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. And he can't get the first one. And Utah making a change here. So he can't get either to fall. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Green with the ball. Favors picks him up. Green dishes to Johnson. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. That one, no good. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oni, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Oni. Taking 2 shots.
Relax on the
First free throw is good. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Here's Bay. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's a 1-2 missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system, or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Your Jazz, Oni. 2 shots.
Two.
That free throw missing. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Favors. Green against Hughes. Favors in the post. On the money from 12 feet away.
An area where Favors continues to gain consistency. Has a nice looking stroke out to 15 feet.
Pass to Bay. Now here's Johnson. They need this one. Ingles with the rebound. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. Then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Johnson. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
One shot.
That free throw good from Harrison. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Bucket is good.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Doncic, bounce pass. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joe Ingles.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic. Here's Harrison, and here are the Jazz now. They're on a 16-7 run. Passes it to Gobert. Lobbed up there for Mitchell.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Doncic outside. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Here's Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 45 points.
He is just self-willing, this team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Mitchell kicks to Harrison. O'Neal with it. Back to Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert trying to get open. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Gobert, and he recovers it. Brunson, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Harrison. Great D that time from Hardaway. Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Gobert with the block. O'Neal against Porzingis. Now, here is O'Neal. Mitchell outside. Over Hardaway. And it's Mitchell missing. Dallas shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And here is Hardaway. The pass to Brunson. Porzingis with the ball. Picked away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Morgan. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Jazz making a switch here. Oni's checked in. And here are the Mavericks now. Pass to Bay. And here is Marjanovic. The three for Doncic. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ball's knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. That one good for two.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Here's Oni. Favors trying to break free, and that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Utah, B.A. Oni. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Mavericks with possession here. Now Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic with the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Now here's Favors. Pass to Hughes. Out to Favors. Here's Ingles. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Favors. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
So it's Utah now after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Ingles the bounce pass. Here's Oni. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for your Jazz, B.A. Oni. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. 27 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's a 1-2. Ingles covering. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Bangs home the trifecta.
You see the practice time Ingles has put in, completely in rhythm. No problem with that shot.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.